Alright, version Z Goku. What are the most notable things about this guy? The most notable things about version Z Goku is the fact that he is a support type unit as a free-to-play LR. Well, more so the free-to-play LR aspect, because he is literally the first LR you can obtain prior to the version Z update, right? Because Dokkan does like these little sort of like this little bingo board of missions where you can just like you do this mission, like you farm up I don't know, you do like a growth mission, you do like the Master Roshi event mission, right? Like some sort of, growth mission. You guys get what I mean, right? You do a specific mission, you get like a couple of Kais or something. You get Kais, you get orbs, you get stones, you get all these nice goodies as like a newer player. Like this LR is the first LR you see as a new player, right? Like, unless you played prior to version Z, this is an LR you see as soon as you touch down in Dokkan. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dev, back with another one of these Dokkan battle videos, and today we're going to talk about version Z Goku. And I think version Z Goku is one of those LRs that, how do I even talk about this guy? This guy is quite useful as a free-to-play LR, although I see quite a lot of people give him too much credit, right? Which is why I have the thumbnail as like he feels a bit like overrated to a sense, right? He's a good free to play LR for sure, but he's just a tad bit overrated of what I see on this guy, right? Maybe not as much now, but back then around his release, he was quite good. Don't get it twisted. He was quite good for the God event meta, which he came out during, and he was decent for the red zone. He's okay for the red zone, but you really had to hide him because if he took a super attack, clearly he exploded, right? He exploded like confetti. It was done for him, yeah? So, how does he perform during the God of Meta? Like I've already said, he performs well because physical definitely needed the help, and this guy had good super attack effects, along with him being a all types support type unit, that being, well, all allies support type unit, 2 key and 30% the stats. I think that was the thing that made him impressive for the God event, was his support type passive, his good super attack effects, and the fact that physical needed the help. And guess who was on physical? Let me get Turtle School. Our guy LR Master Roshi, and LR Master Roshi was a killer for the God event. So if these two were running a rotation with one another, that was quite a good rotation because they're both supporting each other, right? Yeah. Does he share any links with LR Master Roshi? Probably not, only because they just support each other, yeah. Because he's giving 3 key and 40% attack and defense to Turtle School allies, which is a big, substantial buff. And then the version Z Goku is giving 2 key and 30% attack and defense to all allies, so they're both supporting each other, right? How many links do they share? Okay, so they got Shattering the Limit and Legendary Power together, yeah. So that's 1. Do they have Kamehameha? They do. They have Shattering the Limit, Legendary Power, and Kamehameha, and that is it, right? Because he has Terminator Power, Brainiac, Supreme Warrior, and Turtle School. Turtle School, 2 key and 20% attack and defense. That is a great link. Wow. Too bad there's not really too many units on Turtle School, right? Yeah, it's just Krillin's, Yamcha, Dokkan Fest Kid Goku. I mean, Path to Power Goku could have had it, no? No big deal, no big deal. But yeah, this guy performed well for the God of it because A, his typing was really needed. B, he's support type units all allies, and he had good super attack effects. And C, he worked well right next to one of the best super physical units in the game for the God event, anyways. Because Master Roshi, this guy, I mean, although you can't stun or seal the God event bosses, it's like outside of the God event, Master Roshi, 70% chance to stun. He seals his 18 key super attack, dodge chance, support type unit, revival. That's like this guy was what wasn't Master Roshi doing? Like Master Roshi was just, he was great, yeah. And him coupled right next to this guy just made it even more better. So what stages in the God event could you go up against? I'm pretty sure you go up against Beerus, Rock, and I forgot that one God of Destruction's last the one's name. Yeah, the last God of Destruction level name is Gene. Yeah, you can go up against Gene, you can go up against a Rock, and you go up against Beerus. The only thing against Beerus is that you really have to be careful where Beerus has his attacks in those slots, is just because if this guy if he gets tagged, it's gonna hurt real bad. At least this guy can revive, but he gets tagged, you're up out of here. He don't got no revival, no nothing. Yeah. So how does this guy look in the red zone meta? I think this guy could perform rather all right in the red zone meta. The only thing is, let me bring up every single one of the red zone stages so I can point out what stages he can probably get the job done. I feel like all the earlier red zone stages, like for like the first 1, 2, or 3s, he can probably work for like the movie bosses slash GT bosses ones. But once we like go straight into like the Wicked Bloodline red zones and we go into the Red Ribbon Army ones, it starts to get a little like weird, yeah? It's a little bit weird. Let me get you. Let me get you. We have 4 red zones. Technically, we have 5. The 5th one being the, what is it? The Dragon Ball Heroes. Yeah, but you know, obviously we can't can't play it no more because they took it away. They'll probably bring it back next year, right? Or this year. Yeah. What am I talking about? So GT bosses, right? Of course, Legic he'll destroy because I mean, any unit could destroy Legic. You could destroy Legic, destroy Lud. I mean, Lud could be. No, Lud is cake. I mean, Lud could definitely catch you off guard because he is STR in that second phase, and he does stack attack, right? Yeah, he stacks attack, and he does hit a little bit hard. But yeah, once we get to like Rodo could definitely be quite annoying. He can probably work in Baby. You have to watch where he gets touched for the first and second phases of the fights, but then like above that, he'll be completely fine. Super 17's a no, Shadow Dragons is a no, and Sin Channel, I mean Omega, he can work in Omega. So long as he does not get tagged inside the STR Omega phase, he'll be A-okay. STR Sin. If he gets touched by Sin, them normals are destroying him, yeah? But he can definitely work inside Omega for the first and third slots of those stages, but it's like for the second phase, it's going to be really, really tough to get by that. You just have to blow that STR Sin out the water, right? But for like Shadow Dragons, Super 17, the Baby's a maybe, General Rodo's a maybe also, but like 1, 2, and then like, I would say Sin, for sure, if you can get past STR Sin, yeah? It's going over to the movie bosses stages, yeah? I mean, to be honest, Turles, Lord Slug, I mean, well, Lord Slug is STR, but you can still get by, right? Yeah, I think for the first couple of stages, I mean, Lord Slug is a bit of a pushover, so you can probably get by him. I think Cooler too. As for 13, though, he does cancel dodge, and he does hit quite hard when you get to the third phase of that fight, so you gotta watch yourself when you go up against 13. Bojack's a hell no. Bojack, you get to that Tech Bojack phase, you don't want this guy here. You don't. You really don't, guys. Bojack is, to this day, still a very annoying fight. Very annoying and tough fight because he locks, he seals, he dodges, he orb changes. It's crazy. It's ridiculous, right? Janemba, I mean, Janemba could be a maybe. The only thing is that the Tech Janemba is a very tanky guy. So you gotta watch yourself when going up against this Tech Janemba. Once you get to like this Int Janemba and you could just like damage blitz him, then it could definitely work out, no? Maybe. Like, if you get to that rage phase, you really gotta be careful with him, right? Broly's a no. And yeah, let's just say outright no. Broly, it's like this guy's physical up against STR, Tech, STR. It's like the Tech phase. I feel like once you get past this STR phase and get like to this Tech and STR phase, you're not even going to be able to make it to the AGL Broly phase, right? Could you get the win with this guy on the team? Sure. I mean, it's possible because he's on powerful categories. But is he worth running for those powerful category teams? No, it's not. He's more so worth it. He's more so worth for like newer players, right? Because he's the first LR you see when you start playing the game, right? So let me go ahead and move on over into the next red zone stage. I think Wicked Bloodline red zone stages are no. These stages are quite tough. Like Cooler, he may be type advantage against Cooler, but guess what? Cooler, he supers you, you're dead. He touches you, you're dead. It's like, no. This is a no. Red Zone Frieza is a no. The Mecha Frieza and King Cold is probably the easiest of all of them, but still, they super attack so much that it's overwhelming for this guy, so no. Metal Coolers is a hell no, and the Metal Cooler Core is no. Metal Cooler Core touches him with normals, he's smoking his health bar, yeah? It's going over to the Red Ribbon Army Red Zone stages. Now, the only red zone stage I think that he can be able to be used in is probably the first one, that being the Red Ribbon Army one, when you go up against, like, what's his name again? Major Metellotron? That's how you say his name? I must have butchered that. And then you go up against all the Murasaki clones, right? It's Murasaki, right? Yeah? Yeah, it is Murasaki. Yeah, it's Murasaki and then all his little clones. And then you got General Blue and then Staff Officer Black. Yeah, you can definitely go up against the first one. I definitely butchered the hell out of Murasaki's name and this guy's name. Ignore that. But yeah, against like 19 and Zero, it's like, don't you have a beam super attack? You don't. That's why I say Kamehameha if it's not a beam. Okay, hey, it's cool. That's cool because they absorb beam super attacks and that's a plus. They're STR. He's physical. You guys get it. Don't bring him in there. 16, 17, 18, no. Cell, hell no. Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, no. Cell Max, no. Listen, guys, no, no, no. You don't want version Z Goku in these red zone stages that are newer. Like for the Wicked Bloodline red zone stages, hell no. These stages, no. Can you slide by with the right amount of luck? Because this is a luck-based game. This is a gotcha game. It's all about luck. Sure, but no. No. All right. But let's go ahead and talk about what is good about this guy. So, of course, what is good about this guy? The first thing is the fact that he is a free LR when you first start playing the game, right? This is the first LR you were able to obtain when you first start playing Dokkan prior to the version Z Goku release, right? Well, the version Z update release, yeah? When you get that little, like, Monopoly board, like, the little bingo board where you start, like, clearing the little missions, yeah? It's the first LR you're able to obtain, so that's a big plus. That's the first W about him. The next W about him is the fact that he's actually quite decent on paper, no? And in game, he has a solid leader skill for starting out inside the game, right? 3 key and 59% attack and defense. Remember, this is just starting out in game, so this leader skill is definitely usable, right? He has a solid leader skill. He has good super attack effects, 30% attack and defense for one turn inside his 12 key, and 50% attack and defense for one turn on his 18 key. He also has a support type buff, which is actually really, really nice, and gets stronger when going up against extreme class enemies, which is great, yes? Gains additional attack and key. Yeah, so he doesn't really have to struggle for ki because he gains ki over here going against extreme class enemy, and he gives all allies ki anyway, so he's giving himself ki, and he's giving everyone else ki. And he has 2 separate procs of defense inside his passive, yeah? He has start of turn defense, and he has defense performing a super attack. So, in his passive, he has defense on super, and in his super attack effect he has defense on super, so he has 2 separate procs of gaining defense on super attack, yeah, from his passive and his super attack effect, which is definitely very, very nice, yeah. So he also has a very easy activation condition for his active skill. Just have to be after the 5th turn from the start of turn. I feel like everything about this guy, well, his active skill, it's fine, yeah, it's fine. I feel like everything about this card is, this is good. This is good for anyone who is starting out in Dokkan, yes. Now let's talk about what is... Wait, hold on. How many 200% leader skills is he on? I completely overlooked that. So he is on... He's not on Space Traveling Warriors. He's not. So he's not any of those Pure Saiyans. Well, no. Technically, he's on Tech Bardock's 200% leader skill. Who is right over here. Clearly, he's on Tech Bardock's 200% leader skill. Full power is a no. Goku's family, he's not on Air Cell Saga, but, you know, I mean, obviously, he's on the Tech Bardock 200% leader skill. Kamehameha is a no, because he's not on the LR Gods or LR Super Saiyan Force team. Turtle School is a yes, because he's on Warriors Raising the Nerf with the Dokkan Fest Yamcha, which is right over here, yeah. So that's 200% leader skills. Bond of Friendship, He's not on GT Heroes, though, and that's Pan's 200% leader skill, right? Yeah, he's not he's not GT Heroes because this is obviously Saiyan Saga Goku. Accelerated battle. Let me see this real quick. Let me also get Saiyan Saga would be for Yamcha because Yamcha, Saiyan Saga, and Turtle School and Earthlings. Okay. He's not on Battle of Fate, so Bond of Parent and Child is a no. Power of Wishes. Let me get Power of Wishes real quick too. Accelerated battle is a no. Let me get Power of Wishes. Are you on either of the 8th year anniversary LR's 200% leader skills? He's not a Connected Hope. No, he's not a Connected Hope. So, no, he's not on this team. Yeah, he's not on Blue Saga either. He is not on Final Trump card either, yeah. So, he's only on 200% leader skills, yeah. Okay. I mean, it's pretty decent for a free-to-play LR of this caliber, right? So, let's go and talk about what is bad about this guy. Now, I don't want to say that what is bad about this guy is the fact that I felt as if though, like, after his release and months later, when people were able to gauge how good this guy was, people were really, like, overrating this guy. Like, not to, like, an extreme overrating, but it was just, like, it was moderate. They felt as if though this guy was just, like, was soloing this, doing that, when he is not doing that. Let's calm down. This version Z Goku is quite good for sure, but listen, let's relax, okay? He's not doing all that. We're not gonna act like he's Birdku. We're not gonna act like he's Vegeta and Trunks. We're not gonna act like he's the 8th year anniversary LRs. He's not doing all this. Yes, it's like it was a bit crazy when people were giving him a little bit of an overrating, right? So I think there is only two things that are bad about this guy. One, he doesn't have prepare for battle, and his links are a bit weird. He has his Saiyan lineage, but you can technically say that him being a support type unit, all allies could back that up with his links. But still, contrary to the fact is that he does not have prepare for battle, and that's a bit annoying. It's like, does he have prepare for battle when he is in his TUR to his LR? He does not. Okay, how about in your SSR? Or he's holding Motherfucker's holding Gohan, this SSR. That's adorable. This is adorable right here. I like this SSR art. No, okay. Let's go back on over to him. So yes, the first problem with him that I have is the fact that he doesn't have prepare for battle. And then the next thing is the fact that he's just like his best Lincoln partners are a little bit funky, right? It's a little bit funky. I mean, you're quite good for long events to sit right next to, and you're good, but not amazing. But I would say that, well, yeah, he's not really, yeah. Compared to what we have now, this guy's good, but not really the greatest. Yeah. I would say that he's been power crept crazy, right? What other? I mean, he does have Vegito too, right? What else does he have? I mean, STR Vegito. Oh, wow. Well, hey, he can get it easy during the celebration. How many links do you share LR Ultimate Gohan? All in the family, Kamehameha, legendary power. Okay, so I think that is really about it. So, version Z Goku, man, this guy's quite good. I put in the thumbnail that a fraud question mark. Hey, this guy is, this guy's better than I thought he would be. Like, I had to reacquaint myself on what was great about this guy again. This guy's good. Yeah. Is he fraudulent? Probably not. Probably not. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.